Greetings, my name is Maithya Muthama and I work with Life Ministry Kenya. I'm also a member of Nairobi Baptist Church, Kikuyu. I'm married to one wife, Liz, and we've been married for 8 years and we are blessed with 4 children, Siovata, Mombe, Mumo, and Taya. So while I went to campus many years ago, I remember that the last thing that crossed my mind was ministry. I wanted to, study hard and make a big name for myself. But I remember during my time in campus, I was able to attend a conference and someone mentioned about the Great Commission. I thought it was always my pastor's job to go and share the gospel, but I came to realize that it is actually a mandate for all of us as Christians to go and share the gospel. From that time, my perspective totally changed and I started getting involved in missions. So when you ask me, why am I in ministry, is because someone poured his life to me while he's in campus and was able to disciple me. And from that now, I want to start discipling other young people, whether in campus or even in different environments where I get to engage with the young people. So I work with Life Ministry Kenya, and Life Ministry Kenya is an interdenominational Christian organization. We focus on evangelism and discipleship. In Life Ministry Kenya, we have many tools we normally use for evangelism and discipleship. Most of you might know Life Ministry because of the 4 spiritual laws, and we have the 4 spiritual laws in different languages. We have English, we have Swahili, we have Luo, we have Kikuyu, different languages. But what is interesting is that after you use the 4 spiritual laws, we also have other tools that can be able to use for discipleship. We have the follow-up material that can be able to use confidence, acceptance, development, and even empowerment. And the good thing is, we also have it for people who want to share the gospel using mass evangelism. We have the Jesus film. And the Jesus film has been translated in over 40 languages in Kenya. Imagine that. So that you don't have any reason not to share the gospel. And after you show the Jesus film, we also now have a follow-up material, which is called Walking with Jesus. This is also a film. It has been broken down into 5 short series. And this has also been translated in over 10 languages in Kenya. So when you think about all these resources that we have in Life Ministry Kenya, these are effective resources you can be able to use for evangelism and discipleship. Specifically for me and my family, we focus on doing campus ministry. We go to campus, get to engage with the students, share the gospel with them, and when they give their life to Christ, we start discipling them in small groups. It is such a joy to see young people are coming, getting to hear the gospel for the first time, and they get to come to Christ, and their lives are totally transformed. The greatest joy that we have, I as a family have in ministry, is to see lives being transformed. When a student comes and we get to share the gospel with them, some might be addicts, maybe alcohol or all those things. But when you see them give their life to Christ and they start living a changed life, that is a joy that you experience. The other joy is to see that the students that you're discipling are also discipling other students, so that we get to see spiritual multiplication happening in the different places that you go to disciple. Some of the challenges we experience is sometimes the students are also not open to hear the gospel. They'll be able to shun us, maybe lock the doors for us. The other challenge will be financial resources. Ministry needs resources, and sometimes we continue to engage these young people. Sometimes you do lack the necessary resources to engage the young people. What makes me remain in ministry is the fact that life, when you think about what is happening in the country right now, there are many things that are not encouraging. So the fact that we're able to impart these young lives, whether in high school, whether in campus, and you never know, we normally say that these young people are the future of our society. So it is very encouraging that when I see the young people that you have discipled are actually now making a transformation in the society, that is very encouraging. So the reason I like to continue doing what I'm doing is because I'm seeing change that is not just happening in Kenya, but the whole world, and that is very exciting. So it is important for you to discover the different ages. We have discovered that especially for the Gen Z now and Generation Alpha, they seem to have a love for videos and they have a shorter attention span. So when you're going to share the gospel, it is important for you to use some creative ways to be able to share the gospel. When you think about going to campus right now, we normally use wristbands, like the wristband that I have in my hand. When you use the wristband to share the gospel, that is something the young people can be able to relate with. Then from there, you can be able to have a spiritual conversation with them. So the idea is pray, ask the Holy Spirit for wisdom, and go and share the gospel. We normally say in life ministry that success in witnessing is simply taking the initiative to share Christ in the power of the Holy Spirit and leaving the results to God. When you think about our country, Kenya, the median age is 19 years. So Kenya is a relatively young nation, and there's a lot of work that needs to be done. The Great Commission is not our pastor's job. It is a work for all of us as Christians. So I want to encourage you who is watching this video and anyone else, let us come together and let us purpose to evangelize and disciple so that we'll be able to make a mark that is hard to erase in this generation.